Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. My name is Robert. You're watching Medicare 101 with Robert. And today what we're going to go over is just kind of what a captive agent is, what their limitations are and aren't, and really, what it is that they do. So stick around, we got a lot of cool stuff for you. Okay, so the first thing to know about a captive agent is that when you think about a captive agent, think about the big name brands you see on TV or the brick and mortars that you see within towns or cities or whatever it may be. Those are typically your captive agents, and when I say captive, I mean they represent mainly that brand. Now that brand may have a couple other brands that it allows that agent to have contracts with to offer their products. But typically it's a very close-knit set of carriers in which they can contract with. So that's what a captive agent is. They typically represent a company, a main brand, and that's what they do as far as visually. So some of the limitations that a captive agent would have would be like, if I had homeowners insurance with a captive agent, and let's say my homeowners insurance went out the roof, okay? Let's say the premium renewed and it went straight out the roof. If I go talk to my captive agent, there's only so much they can do in order to get the premium down. Sometimes there's not much they can do to get the premium down. So that's one of the limitations with a captive agent, is that their hands are somewhat tied to that company, although they do have exclusive rights or exclusive contracts with that company. So that's good when the rates are good. Just like any insurance agent, they make their money off of making sales. I'm independent. I make my money off of making sales. Difference between captive and independent is captive sometimes, and I say sometimes, will come with like a salary or something to help keep you going in the event you're not making sales or it's a slow season or something like that. But typically the way that they get paid is they make a sale and they get initial commission, and as long as they keep the business, they get renewals, residual income on those policies. So that's why it's important for them to keep their book of business and keep it big, or where it's at, or wherever it is they need it to be. Okay, one thing I really like about a captive agent is just kind of the fact that they know their companies very well. So in the event that something happens, let's say like a tornado, because we're here in Oklahoma, the captive agents typically are going to know their companies a little bit better than the independent agents. And I'm not saying that's every case, because it's always a case-by-case scenario. There's some captive agents that don't know anything about the products that they offer, and there's some independent agents that I wonder how they even got their license. So it goes both ways. But what I'm saying is that if what hits the fan, it might be a good idea to have a captive agent at that point, because they're going to know the claims process and the back office and that sort of thing, whereas an independent agent might not know that company because they deal with so many. They may not know that company as well as a captive agent would know its brand. Is that they've got brand names. I see them on TV, football, sponsorships. I mean, they're everywhere. Everywhere. Look at the lizard. They're everywhere. So yeah, they've got the brand behind them, and obviously those brands are being branded in our brains via marketing and advertising. So they've got that, whereas an independent agent might not have that branding. Alright, hey, thanks for listening to me. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. I think captive agents are cool. I think independent agents are cool too. I think insurance in general is cool, and if you don't agree with me, then quit watching the videos. Or don't. Keep watching the videos. Even if you don't like insurance, just watch the videos.